Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fifth day of 5 days workshop data analysis using Excel and SPSS. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Let us see today somewhat how we have done earlier is SPSS regarding the only with a simple data. Today, just we go some a step forward, and we'll see how to import the data to SPSS from Excel sheets, and how to calculate the retest, how to calculate the chi-square test also, and above. We'll see this. First, just I'll share my screen first regarding the SPSS. Then this is what I have taken a new data, but I will say how I have taken this data and how I imported the data. First I will show that, then only we will go for the new things. Just I'll press a new SPSS tool. I'll get a new SPSS file here. Just I'll click on my Windows button and I'll get my SPSS here. IBM SPSS. It is an install file, that's why it is showing in the start menu, and just click on it. It will display a new file over here. It will open SPSS file. And here it is asking to export to get the data from existing source, whether it is asking whether if you want to correct the data, which you want to get the data from various sources. It means you can also use the files, you can also use the Excel files here, and whatever the previous SPSS files are there, or from that files also you can use this. What I'm doing is that just I'm closing it closing this, and just I'm clicking on this. And if you want to open any database, if you want any database, you can open or read in data, text data also, you can read the data. And still, if you want to open a database, you can see here, open a data. Click on the data, then you'll get the data source here, and what type of data file you want to upload. If you want to upload a file which is of Excel, just select the type of file. It is Excel file. Then I have created Excel file here, and in this I have made an Excel file separately for the day file. Then this is a file which have been created, which is being created for you in order to make you. Then I have taken a file, responses file. Then you need to select the file. If you are not selecting this SPSS file, if you are not selecting this Excel, you are selecting SPSS, you will not be able to find that file name. Only the extension of Excel, XLS or XLX is need to be selected. Then you can select the file and click on open. Then see, it is asking whether to see the worksheet. It means there are three worksheets in Excel. Defaultly we'll have three worksheets known as like sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Then here we have three worksheets here, and it is asking to take which worksheet. There are two worksheets with related to data, and which worksheet we need to take. It is asking the same. And then I'm taking the first one. It is related to the Bank of SBI related data, and just click on the OK. Then directly see what I get here. See, I've got the data here. I got all the data here. Whatever the responses are there, just I'll show the Excel sheet also. See, the Excel sheet also shows the same type of data. See, response 1, bank 1, 2, 3, and also responses ET1, ET2 are like this, the same. And also in the SPSS also, we'll see this ET1, ET2, ET3, and the variables. These are variables. I have named variables like this: ER1, ER2, ER3, ER4, ER5. Like this, and I enable all the rows and columns. Then for that I have been enabled, and whatever the things are there in the Excel sheets, those will also be copied here. If you want to remove these also, you can remove this, because these are unnecessary data which has been also enabled over here. And if you want to remove this, you can remove this by just clicking on it and also clear. Just select the heading and also you can click on the clear option. And see, here it is being decimally providing at the decimal point. It means the decimals, in form of decimals also it is showing. If you want to convert, just you can see this, what is the value of this. Then why it is not showing? Because I have not been named. I have not been named this. I have not been labeled this. We need to give the name of the label and also name of the things. That's why it is not being giving. Why? Because only the just data has been imported from the Excel sheets and we have done. Now go to the variable view. See, what we are getting in the name column is that all the headings, all the column headings which has been given over there are termed as name. And see, numeric form we have uploaded the data saying it has been added, and width I gave you width, You can use your width size. Name of the bank is only 12. If it is limited to 12 characters, you can give 12 characters. If it is only number, one character also, you can give for the width one. If you want decimal points, you can go for the decimal points. See here, the decimal points is 4. That's why it is displaying as 0 0.00, 3.00, 4.00. Now I'm making it as to 0. Then so that it will be able to easy to change also. See, I have changed it, and when you go to the data view, you can see this, everything is in the 0 with no decimal places. And next, in the variable view, it is asking something about the label. What is the label you want to give? Just I'm giving the name of the bank, and some perceptions are taken. And even if you want to give the titles also, if you want to copy the same, I'm not giving anything new, I'm just copying this. And also, just as usual, how you copy the text in the Excel, you can do the same, and also you can paste it here. I not copied it. Then just click on the copy and just click on the paste option. Then select the options first. Select the rows and click on paste option. You will get all the data will be copied here also. I'm using the same name and also same label here. But I need some values here. What we have done is values is that we are need to add the values. One is for what are the values are there in the data view. Just see this. First, we have only one label here. Only one is given in the all the data. It means they are taking only the element of one variable. Only one variable we are taking and removing the unnecessary data. Taking the response of 200 people. That's why 201, 202 is also enabled. I'm taking only 200. Then coming to here, I'll give the value as the value is 1. If I'm giving the 1, then it is SBI. Then add and click on OK. When you come to the data view and we'll see this, when you convert this, see it is changing. It is changing now. Because why? Because we are giving some value. We are giving the label for that. We are giving the label for that. So it will be able to display the data. See, we are giving the value. Then that's why when you come to the variable view, we can easily convert the variable to the name and name to the variable. In the same way, here when you give the values here, then here we are taking as 1 for it's not mentioned, it's not necessary. You can choose your own Likert scale based on your criteria. You can choose 3 or 5 or anything. Here the data is enabled with 5. That's why I'm taking the 5. Neutral and fourth one agree and fifth one strongly disagree. Sorry, agree, strongly agree. I'm being taking this and just click on OK and just click on OK. Then what you can do that is you can copy this and you can also paste this here because I'm using the same scale for all the analysis. For all the analysis, I'm using the same scale. I'm using the same scale. That's why I can also paste here so that the values also can be able to display over there. See, you can see this. It is showing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the same data we are going to see. Now when you come back to the data view and when you come back to the switching of variables, we'll be seeing that the variables has been taken and all the responses has been selected as form of either the 1 or 2, 3, 4 or 5 has been responses and no missing values here. Nothing is missed over here. So we are getting the 200 responses and also whatever the questions are there, all these questions out of 60 questions are there. 60 questions you have got the responses. 60 into 200 people, around 1200 responses being recorded over there. 12,000 will be recorded over there. Now what you are going to do is that we have 3 tests need to be done. We have t-test, we have chi-square test, we have ANOVA. You can also go for cross tabulation. I'll show you what is cross tabulation. Yesterday we have done cross tabulation. We'll go for cross tabulation once again. Then we go for the making the statistical tools. Okay. First, I already said you that better to go for analyze. In analyze, all the major functions, all the major statistical tools will be available in analyze itself. And in analyze, there are 3 options called descriptive statistics, compare means, and also we have non-parametric test. You can use based on your requirement data, then you can take. In descriptive statistics, we have 2 major points called descriptives and crosstab. When you can use crosstab means if you want to compare the variables with one variable to the other variable, then you need to go for the cross tabulation. If you don't want to go for the cross tabulation, then just go for the descriptives. Where descriptives itself, you will get the n known as count, we'll get the minimum, we'll get the maximum, and whatever the mean is there, median is there, mode is there, standard deviation, whatever the variables are there, you can get all those things. Just if you want to correlate, or if you want to compare between the two elements, if you want to compare, here the name of the bank is there and one attribute is called ET1 is there. If I want to make some relationship between name of the bank and ET1, I can go for the cross tabulation. Unless I can go for the descriptors. Just see whether which is required by you. If you are comparing something about the performance of the banks with the assets, performance of NPS with the performance of bank. If the NPS is higher and the performance is lower, then you can make the independent chi-square. There is no such significance of NPS on the performance of the bank, and you can also result. You can also compare, and you can say, is there any such influence is there? Is there any such impact is there on that particular criteria? You can also make the analysis. When you are saying that offers, discounts, significance of offers and discounts to the people and the impact on sales, then also you can make the sales can be taken on the column side, and discounts and offers and responses can be taken as the rows called row wise, and you can also compare the cross tabulations, and also you can measure the effectiveness of the things. Known as in HR, generally what you do is training programs. Whatever the training programs been done, whether the performance of the individuals, has been improvised or not, whether they have improved their service capabilities or not after enabling the training, then you can also measure like this. You can take the training performance levels after the training, and also before the training, what are the parameters have been there. You can make the intercomparison, and you can also tabulate the things. This is what the cross tabulation. If you want to compare what happened in the past and what is happening in the good now, and if you want to compare even the variables which are presently, which has some impact or in the correlation between them, you can also establish some relation using some cross tabs. Just for first, we'll see what is descriptives for a while, then we go for the cross tabs. In descriptives, what happens is that whatever the variables you take, for that variables you'll get some statistics. Then I'm taking ET1 here. Just click on OK. Then you'll get the descriptives here like this. See, for ET1, we have 200 variables, and we'll get the minimum value is 1, maximum value is 5, the mean is here, the standard deviation is here. You can see this when you compare to the ET1. See, this is ET1. The minimum value is 1. You'll get only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the minimum value. So because we have given responses on the Likert scale known as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rating scales, then it is no possible way to get the other than 5. Either the 1 or 5 is the output we are going to get. And the mean value, it means when you sum all the numbers divided by 200, you will get around mean. That is 3.99. And the standard deviation, we'll have proper formula for standard deviation, and we'll calculate the things also for standard deviation. And that's what we are going to get only in the form of descriptives. If you want to go and explore more, then you can also go for descriptives, and in these descriptives you can go for a cross tab. Now it is asking the row wise data and column wise data. Now what you want, row wise you can enable the bank, and column wise you can enable ET1, known as some responsibility. I have given some variable name as either tangibility or expectations on tangibility and expectations of tangibility. And I can also click on statistics, and if you want any other statistics also you can do, unless just click on OK. Then you can see this, you'll get a cross tab here. Name of the bank on the basis of only one bank is chosen, that's why the differences has been like this. If I have taken the two banks known as one, I'm changing 100 variables to 2, 100 variables to 1, then I'm going to get the differences as 1 and 2. Even if you want to make the changes at this form, if you want to make the changes also, you can make the changes here. Just click on 2, just change the data to 2, and what I'm doing is that I'm copying this and I'm pasting here and have changed it. But when compared to the variable view, and also you need to add a value, label. And then as for 2, it is added like this, and click on OK. Then now when you compare this, see, you are getting some variables of 1 and 2. Now when you go to analyze, and when you press on cross tabs, again just click on OK. See, now you got 100 responses as SBI, 100 responses of Axis Bank. Basing on your data, suitability of your data, and also whatever the requirements, then you need to analyze, you need to identify, you need to do the best things. See, we have done SBI for 100 and also Axis Bank for 100, and the total is 200. How many people are saying that strongly disagree? How many people saying disagree, neutral, and also strongly agree? And it shows the analysis. You can make your analysis like this. As the most of the respondents, known as 120, known as 60% of the respondents feel that that the tangibility features, the expectations of tangibility features are accepted, whereas the 50% known as 25% of the people is been not accepting, and the remaining people who stood as for the disagree stage known as 30 around it is 15 percentage has been opined as they disagree with the tangibility features of the companies, then of the particular banks. Then in this way you need to make the analysis. You can directly copy the table and you need to make it aggregate for 100 percentage. 100 percentage, it means 200 is there. You need to convert this 120 into percentages. You can give for the 60 percentage and 25%, and you can write the analysis in form of the percentages so that it will be able to easily analyze and also easy to understand. I've taken only one variable here. If I want to take the variables, if I want to take more than one variable, sorry, I need to go for descriptives, cross tab. Here, if I want to go for the other variables also, just press the control button, hold the control button and also select the other variables and just move it to the columns. Just move it to the columns. Then just click on OK. Just click on the OK button. Then you'll get this. In with regard to the name of the bank, ET1 with regard to bank. First one for it. For ET1, for ET1, what is the thing and what is there in the ET1? We have taken regarding ET1, name of the bank and ET1, we got the cross tabulation. Regarding name of the bank and ET2, we have got ET2 and ET3, we have got ET4, we have got ET5, we have got. You can add up your sum of a whole table to a one particular table, and also you can present it on the requirements based on your requirements. If you want a consolidated view over there, you can make a consolidated view, or if you want to give it only an individual variable and you want to explain the individual variable, you can do. But regarding your MBA projects, you can give as an individual table and also you can give your individual explanations, because it will be enabled to only 10 to 15 questions, mostly 20 questions. And for 20 questions, you can generate a 20 cross tabulations like this. Regarding if you're taking a comparison between two companies, you can make the intercomparison because basing on your variable of measurements, even if you take on yes or no, it's also a thing. You can also work on that yes or no also, one for yes and two for no. You can give the values, also you can make the measurements and you can do the things also. No such restrictions are there to go for the only the 5-point scale. There is no such restriction 5-point scale. You can go for 1, 2-point, 3-point, 5-point or 7-point or 9-point. Even some people go for 10-point rating scale also, 1 to 10. Rank your order or preference you prefer your order regarding 1 to 10. Then like this also you can go for the analysis. This is what we are going to do in analyze, descriptive statistics and cross tab. In cross tab we are going to do this. Now when we want to compare, the advances, when you go for the advancements, then it is seeing that you can see this. These are the cross tab statistics where we have chi-square, and also correlations. For this, just what I'm doing is that just I'm taking only one variable first. I'm taking only the ET1 as a variable. What is chi-square is that first one we need to make analysis. We should be clear that it is only possible when we take something as observed frequencies and also expected frequencies. Unless you determine what are observed and what are expected, you cannot determine the chi-square. That's why better to remember these. You need to identify what are the observed and what are the expected variables first, then only move on to the chi-square. Then click on chi-square. Okay, then continue. It asks you, it is asking nothing, but then go to the cells. See, it is in the first tab. We have done something statistics is chi-square. Generally what people do is click on the chi-square and click on continue and click on OK. But better to go for the cells option here, and just select observed and expected. Because you need to calculate the given values are observed and expected values will be calculated by itself. That's right. Choose two variables called observed and also expected, and sometimes the residual values known as the residual values will also be taken, standardized or unstandardized or adjusted. If you want to go for that also, if it is given as adjusted, you can also adjust it, but no need to. It's not a compulsion. Just select on observed and also expected and click on continue. Then click on OK. Then see, you will get a table here. You have seen expected count and also count expected, and also count and expected means the actual. This is observed, this is expected. This is observed, this is expected. This is observed and this is expected. We got observed values, we got expected values in the SPS output. This is a 6 is observed and 6.5 is expected. 8, 8.5, 25, 25.0, 61, 60. It is calculated. Sir, how it is calculated? How it is calculated is that it is only calculating on the basis of your perceptions, whatever the response has been given. If 100 people is saying that if the particular choice is better, it will be taken the particular choice as called X. One is a factor, is a better factor. Then it takes 6%. Here it is giving the count is there are 6 people said it is strongly agree. Then it is counting that expected count is 6.5. On the basis of average total score, it will be divided and then it will be basing the counting. It will be counting. Then 6.5 and the total figure will get to the 100 percentage. And see what are the chi-square test we have got is that Pearson methods and Pearson method in that we have also got the likelihood ratio. What are the likelihood ratio is there and number of cases 200, and you can make this analysis like this also. You can express the chi-square test also as you can significance level of significance also you can do, and also you can present the things also, and that also makes you to do. And there if the calculated value is also greater than the calculated value is greater than the table value, then same you reject the null hypothesis and also accept the null hypothesis. Yesterday I have sent the material to you regarding the file of testing hypothesis. If you go through the hypothesis testing, you can easily make the analysis. If you can easily write the analysis properly. And now we apply to the other cells also. Just we come back to the minimize thing output screen, and just we come to the analyze, and then here come descriptive statistics, cross tabs. When you insert, see, I'm inserting the 4 or 5 variables and statistics, chi-square, continue, and cells again. I'm taking the observed and also expected, and click on continue and click on OK. What happens here? Summary, processing summary, and we have got some cross tab, axis so and so, and also we got thing. Again for 82 we have got separately chi-square, 83 we have got chi-square, 84 we have got sorry 84 we have got chi-square, and 85 we have got separately. You can also choose all the things at a keystroke, at a stroke. It means that you can take all the 50 variables or 60 variables what I have taken at a keystroke. You can copy this and also paste this. Either if you want to restrict, because you cannot apply for all each and every data chi-square, and you cannot relate each and every question with the name of the bank. That's why. If you want any other choices also, you can make. You can restrict to one step. You can restrict to one question based on the one criteria. You can go for the other things in the other criteria based, and you can make the things done. That's why better to choose which type of data is to be applied and which type of things need to be applied for the things. Which type of things need to be applied for the statistical tools to be applied. And here we have got something about the chi-square. Descriptives, cross tabs, and chi-square. And in regarding the cells, you can click on the observed and expected. It's a mainly important thing. If you are not if you are not making this, see, it is directly giving the values. It is not directly giving, it is not making the counting. Observations and also expectations is not been counting. So it is only giving the name of the bank and also things, and no observations, no count and expected count. We have got a count and expected count here. See, expected count and count you have got here, but here it is not taking, and it is not a correct way to calculate the chi-square test without the expectations value. Better to go for expectations values also, then only you can compare and then only can present the chi-square test. That's also a major point need to be observed in the chi-square test. Okay, is it clear? Any one of you having having any doubts on this?
No, sir.
Okay. Then now we move on to the other type of test. Okay, then click on analyze, then click on means, then we click on sample test, independent sample test or one sample test. You can use pair sample test also. First we go for independent sample test. Here it is asking two things called test variable, grouping variable. What you want to do is that what is a test variable? It means which variable you want to test. It means the level of satisfaction, effectiveness, performance, whatever the variables are there, just select the variable. I'm taking the variable as one ET1 variable. And how to group the categories? How to group it means the name of the bank is a basic category. If you want to mention that something about male and female, if you want to make this a male and female, and you can make them male and female as a categories, and you can make this. You can make this as a male and female categories, and also you can make this. And then we can also make the one more variable as name of the bank as grouping variable, and just click on see options. There is options and define the bank. It is asking define bank, and is group 1 is 1 and group 2 is 2, and click on continue, and then click on OK. Sir, why you are giving the values 1 and 2 over there? It means how do you want to classify? It means 1 is being taken as a one variable as group SBI, and second variable is taken as Axis Bank. Then that's why I'm clicking on OK. Then see, I got the t-test. What is t-test? We have seen something about standard deviation, standard error. Then individual sample test. This is F is a collected value and significance value. And t-test for equality of means, you have got t-test this degrees of freedom 198. It means 200 minus 2. 200 minus 2 is degrees of freedom, and the child test is 0.712, and you can compare with 0.05. And if it is more than, then it is more than, then you can also reject the null hypothesis, and also you can accept the alternate hypothesis. Then this is where you can also go for individual. You are not comparing anything, just you are going to individually calculate the t-test value. And if you want to make, I'll show you once again. Just compare means, then click on individual sample test, and here I'm removing the variable this, and I'm taking the other variable ER1. If you want to take other variables also, ER2, ER3 also, you can go this and also click on OK, and it will never ask you again to group the variables. If you go to the reset and also reset the button, then only it will be asking you. Once you set the variables, you can, no problem, you can do this. And click on OK. See, now we got ER1, ER2 as group, ER3 as group. And see, for ER1 we have got separately, ER2 we have got separately, ER3 also we got the separate analysis part. We can see degrees of freedom, this the yield test, and also difference of mean, and also standard error, and degrees of freedom, and upper bound and lower bound. It means between the standard error, if the calculated value is this, some between this 0.05 level of significance, it will reduce something, and also it will add something to the story, and will remove the things. This is 95 degrees of percentage of lower confidence interval differences as lower boundary and upper boundary, and will make the things done. Is it clear now? Independent sample test. The next we also have a paired sample test. In paired sample test, we have pairs. It means itself, the name itself has the two things called paired sample test. We need to give two pairs. Whereas one pair I have taken the ET1, and the other pair is taking as variable 1. And just click on OK. See, now we are getting these different things. It is the differences between the ET1 and name of the bank. We are already making it as a pair, as one pair, and we are getting things. And the t-test, the differences is that 199. Making as a pair, making as a pair, that's why degrees of freedom is only 200, not 198, it's 199, because they are not made taking as a individually. Individual as one is name of the bank, and the other one is ET1. We are taking as a pair, known as name of the bank as together ET as one category. Then we are getting the degree 199, and the t-test two tail value is 0.00. It is less than 0.005. So we can accept the null hypothesis. That is, no such significant differences are there in the analysis. We can also write that way. Paired t-test, you only go to compare means, and here pair t-test, you need to define the pair. What is the pair you are going to take? ET1 as one pair and ET2 as one pair. Then you can click on the options are there. It's 95 degrees of freedom or 90 degrees of freedom. Sorry, 90 degrees of confidence intervals or 95 percentage, and click on OK. Then you'll get this as a pair E1, ET1, ET2. We got ET1, ET2, 200, and the correlation significance. And here also we got significance less than the 0.0.5. Then we can accept the null hypothesis. That is, no significant differences. It does not mean any significant differences between the two types of responses what you have paired, ET1 and ET2. No such differences is there. This is what you are going to see in paired t-test and also individual t-test. When you apply the t-test is that when you have a sample of less than 30 or more than 30, only because of two sample banks, only two sample. If you are taking 30 or 40 banks or 30 40, more than 30 banks or more than 30 things, you cannot go for this. If you are only classifying on the basis of the banks, you can take as a two banks, two sample banks, and for that you can also apply the changes. Now click on analyze and click on this descriptive statistics and cross tabs. Then we have done, sorry, we have done this already. Then click on analyze. Then we have one-way ANOVA. I said you that two-way ANOVA cannot be done here in SPSS. We have a separate form for this. We have only the one-way ANOVA here in the SPSS. We can do it ANOVA in a very easy manner also. But what happens here in ANOVA is that we need to identify three variables called MS called mean squares, SS called sum of squares, and also F value. F value is the calculated value what we are going to get as a output in ANOVA. And we need to compare two ways. We need to compare the variables in two forms, whereas one variable is bank and the variable is taken as one criteria ET1 and ET2. Either you can also take the other variables as ET1 is one variable and ET2 is one variable. Either you can take bank as one, bank as two. You can, basing on your requirements, also you can make the ANOVA test also. And what happens here is it is asking two things called dependent, on which factor is dependent and what is a factor. Dependent is the bank is a common factor for all the 60 questions. See, out of the 50 questions are there and all these factors, the bank is a common factor. Why? Because as a customer of a bank, you have been paid as a together, we are paid as together, and you are making as a group, and you are making analysis. We are making for the analysis. That's why go for the factor. And on which factor? On which factor is that identified factor, identified variable, whatever the identified factor is there, whatever the identified variable is there, you can select on that and also can work on that. Just click on ET1 and just push over here to the factor and then click on OK. We have something about contrast, something about post doc, and all these things are there. No need to do this. If you want to more for interpretation, more in-depth interpretation about this, you can also go for Turkey test. We have Turkey test in addition to the ANOVA, which has some more feature for this, but no need of all those things. Just see the significance level is 0.05. Sometimes if you are working on 0.01, you can also change it to 0.01. Unless you can stay over here and you can just click on the OK. See, this is ANOVA. In ANOVA, you know that very well that between groups will come across between groups and also between the groups. In name of the bank, between the name of the bank, we have got things. The sample set, the total decrease of freedom is 199, and between groups is 3 and within groups is 196. How we are taking is 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. And here 196. Then see, this F is a calculated value. This F is a calculated value of ANOVA. And the table value will be getting as usually from textbook references. You can go for the textbook references and you can see what is the table value when there is 193 degrees of 199 degrees of freedom at a certain 0.05 level of significance. We will get the ANOVA table over there. And if it is above 0.05, then directly reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. You can write the interpretation in such way. I have given some interpretation also. I will show you the interpretation also. Right. What I'm doing is that same analyze and compare means, and here one-way ANOVA, I'm resetting this, and also see I'm making this, I'm taking the 5 variables, and also on the basis of factor, if I do like this, see I'm getting the things like this. ET1, for response of ET1 we got between the groups. For ET2 we have got some between the groups, within the groups. ET3 we have got, ET4 we have got. What we need to do is we need to work on only these variables. We need to work on only these variables called 1.3, sorry, 0.137, 0.164, 0.457, 0.657. I know that is the table value is around 3. The table value is around 3. In case of 3, then all these variables as the values is 1.37, 1.64, sorry, 0.137, 0.164, 0.47, 0.261. These are lesser than the table value. I'm assuming the table value has 3. These are lesser than the table value. Then you need to accept. You need to accept the null hypothesis. Means there is no such differences is there. There is no such differences is there. We have only there is no such difference. Similarities has been provided between the ET1, ET2, and ET3 between the groups also. It means the perceptions of banks of SBI customers and also Axis Bank customers will show the same type of data, the same type of analysis. That's why there is no such differences among the groups can be written over there. Whereas to the down, known as ET5, you can see this, it is above 3. It's above 3. Then you need to go for rejecting of null hypothesis. Then you need to accept alternate hypothesis. Means that there are some significant changes. There are some significant changes in the expectations or perceptions of the banks, known as the customers in the banks SBI. There is some differences in the SBI customers perceptions and also the customer perceptions with regard to Axis Bank. And we mean that there are some differences. We need to identify these differences. And how we can identify the differences is that when you go on to the writing the questionnaire, when you go on to the analysis, which criteria and what was the major differences we can identify. It is only above 3. If the table value is only 3, it is only 0.657. Means it means some only a part of customers saying that they are not being satisfied with the expectations whatever the services been provided by the bank. Then how to minimize these perceptions, negative perceptions. You need to give a solution to the bank whether if you adopt these type of measures, then the bank can remove this the satisfaction levels and also can come back to the satisfaction levels and they can get back the good results to the bank. Then that's what the conclusion you need to write over there. Then for this type of data, I have presented a conclusion here. Just I'll show you the things that. Then if you want to make the things like this, hypothesis testing using ANOVA, you can write this to test the hypothesis that whether there is any significant changes between the levels of satisfaction among some variables, among some service mix variables in some banks. Then null hypothesis can be set up as there is no such significant differences in the service marketing practices of the selected banks. Okay, then you'll present something in the table 4. The table 4 can be given over there, and in this, see the F in case of deposits accounts and whatever the variables is there, the table value is 3.864, but the value is more than in some cases, whether in case of two variables of service quality, that is currency exchange scheme and calculated debit card, are less than they are less than null hypothesis accepted. They are accepted because their value is less than null hypothesis. I said that there is no such significant differences. Whereas in all the other cases, whatever the identified features are there, in all those cases, there are significant differences because it is more than 3.864. It is more than 3.864. So we need to conclude that there is some significant differences. Wait, I'll show you the table also. I'll show the that table so that we'll be able to understand. I'll show the table. See this, these are the table what I'm saying that 106 is there. 106 is there. See, 106 is there, 122 is there, 13, 7, 6, and see, this is only 0.32 and this is only 0.495. This is 182 and this is 6. These are more than 3. Except only these two variables known as currency exchange scheme and also debit card. We cannot expect. It is showing that it is below 3.864 the table or below the table value. Then we are accepting that there is no such significant differences. Whereas in other cases, we found that there are some significant differences. That's what we have given over here. We found that in other two variables, in case of two variables, then the calculated values are less than the table values. What is the table value? This is the table value. Even no need to restrict on that, no need to think on that. Just you can see this. And what table values you can type over here. We will get the table values here. See this table values. See here at F distribution for 0.05. What is the table value? You can take the degrees of freedom here, and you can take the value 1 and value 2. If you are taking 3 and 198 and 3 and 128, you can make the degrees of freedom and also things like this. You can expand the tables also. Degrees of freedom is there, and 2 degrees of freedom is being given. 3 and also 196. You can take 3 on one side and 196 on one side. Also take. And still, when you go on to the textbooks, you'll get the things. When you go on to the textbooks, you'll get what is a table and how to represent the numbers over there. You will be able to understand. You will be able to understand easily. Then for this, you can also make the ANOVA, and this ANOVA representation can be shared like this, and also ANOVA analysis can be write like this. And we conclude that there are no such significant differences among the banks. Only in case of only two variables, all the other variables, there are no such significant differences are there. And whatever the questions been given to you, and for each and every question, you can either apply t-test, you can apply chi-square, you can apply ANOVA, and whatever the significant tests are there, you can apply those tests, and also you can show this. No problem in that. No, nothing to be worried in this. Now, when you come to this, we also have, I already said you that yesterday regarding the reliability analysis. Then reliability analysis is that, where is this reliability, non-parametric dimension? Then this scaling technique, in scale option, we have something about the reliability analysis. See, what I have taken is that regarding except the bank and all the variables have been taken. Why? Because whether these variables are appropriate or not to measure the satisfaction levels. I have taken 50 variables here, and whether these factors are effectively or enough or not, whether these factors are enough or not. Yesterday we have taken only one variable to measure. It gives a negative result. It means it gives 0.75 below the 0.75, then it shows that negative. When you click on this and also click on OK, see it is showing 0.983, 0.983 with 60 items. Means that if it is good when it is more than 0.70, 0.70, 0.75, it's the standard form. It is very good if we are getting the 0.983, it means that it's an accurate. Also we can go for this. Hello.
Sir, yes,
Yesterday
sir,
I
you are
got some.
audible.
Okay, yesterday we have got something as 0.683, 0.645. And it's not an efficient measure. It means basing on the only the character called level of satisfaction. Only the level of satisfaction will not be able to measure the things. We require also the measuring of tools. I hope I got the video. I have got that table also with me. I'll show that also. See, when we are taking this, when you go to the analyze, when you go to the scale and reliability analysis, I'm taking the measures are two measures, and just click on OK. See, it is showing 1.0, 0.103. It's also good. When I'm removing this only one variable, then I'm going for only one variable in scale. On basing of one variable, if I measure the performances, then see minus 0.645, because there are only two choices in name of the bank, 1 and 2. No other choices there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Then at that time we cannot judge that whether the technique is appropriate or not. For all the variables, see here in this table also I have been exempted the name of the bank being exempted. See, name of the bank being exempted because there are choices of only 1 and 2, and these belongs to a separate scale, and that belongs to a separate scale. Basing on the similarities of the scale, whatever the data is there, you can make as a one category, and also can test the reliability that whether this is an appropriate test or not, whether we are applying the appropriate data or not. You can check the reliability, and also you can make the reliability testing also. Then that shows you about your data is accurate or not. This is how we are going to see the ANOVA table. And still anything more you can ask me now. My part is completed. I have done something about chi-square, t-test, and also the reliability and ANOVA. It's enough to you up to your project work, whatever the project work you are going to do, and whatever the work you are going to do, and that's enough for you up to here. Then anything more regarding things you can ask me now.
Students, if you have any queries, you can ask now. Any kind of questions you can ask. So just a minute, sir. Bhaskar sir is about to join the session.
Okay, madam, no problem. Naveen, do you want to speak anything?
Sir,
Madam,
if there is any sample of questionnaire, will you show that?
okay, madam, sure, I'll be showing that. I'll show my question itself, no problem on that.
To do the project, if it is HR or finance, they have to prepare their questionnaire. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no problem, madam. I'll be showing you. I'm saying, okay, you can hope you can see it. Okay, then it's my study. And first, I have been including some part of the factual data. We also call as demographic profile. Also, you can use this. It is regarding the respondent's personal data. It is about the respondent's personal data. You can identify his name. You can. It's not particularly. You can write this. It's not mentioned. You can use your exam. You can use your IDs also. If they're not willing to share their names, also no need to ask them. No need to compel them. You can ask at least their designation, also their requirements, so that only they can answer. This regarding the age, gender, marital status, education background, profession, and income, and all these things are related to demographic. Known as it's their personal. These are related to personal. And now I want to rate this. See, I want to make this evaluate the marketing mix. Known as 7 pieces of marketing are there. 7 pieces of marketing are there, and for that 7 pieces of marketing, I've taken the scale called Likert scale using the 5-point measurement scale. It's highly satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, and also highly dissatisfied. And basing on this, I have been taking this of 7. Have taken out of 7. Have taken some variables. Have taken some variables here, and that variables has been identified here as separate categories known as under the what comes under the one head product, what comes under the second head called price, what comes under the second and third head called product. This see this, you can see this, these are the products or services. these are these are related to the second one is related to the prices. The second one is related to the prices, and the third one is related to location known as a place, and the fourth one is related to the promotional, and the fifth one is related to people and the process and also physical. Just what I've done is what are the identified variables regarding the process. with regard to the process, it means whatever the process been adopting by the banks in order to do the customer service. I have taken these five as the major components. Speedy delivery of services, whether they are doing the service, whether they are delivering the services at the easiest or not, whether frequently, means at the easiest mode and also speedy within a short period of time, whether they are doing it or not. And the second one is reduced documentation. When you're asking for the KYC, known as know your customer documentation, it is asking only few things. What are the things required for you? It's an Aadhaar card, either the Aadhaar card or the PAN card, whatever the things required. They're not asking you all the things. They're asking you only one thing. Whether in case of documentation or the paperwork when you're applying for loans, whether whatever the process they are taking, whatever the documentation they are asking, then whether the customer is feeling happy or not, whether the customer is happy with that or not. Even when you open an account, they ask for the introduction, letter of introduction or introductory sign or whatever documents, house proof, residence proof, and also whatever things are there. You can put all those things, and that shows the documentation. Then procedures, how to introduce, and without the introducer, they not accept you to come over there. And customization of services, how they are customizing means if you have a bank account, they're also providing some insurance, they're also providing some mutual fund and mutual fund account, demat account, they're also providing you some insurance, they're also providing you some and all the other things. Then all these ratings also, then credit card and credit, all these things are services can be customization can also be provided. And simple and user friendly, if you are using some online banking or some process through online, if you're making some RTGS, NEFT using online process, even if you're depositing some money in the bank, you'll need to fill a voucher. That should not be complicated. That should be very easy and should be able to easily fill the voucher. That's also a simple and user friendly. It should be very simple and also user friendly. Your questionnaire should be even your questionnaire should also be very simple and also very easy, user friendly. That should be need to be identified. That's why you need to be. I've taken these as the 5 variables. Regarding the promotional advertisements, regarding the promotional activities, then I have taken something as TV advertisement. They are advertising through TVs, they are advertising as newspapers, they are advertising through various activities called internet and sales executives, and also all these things as the different ways, and that also been concentrated as a promotional activities. These are the promotional activities being considered. And in this way, we can also rate this, and the customers will have prepared a Google form on this, and also the people will rate the services over there. As you are making the Google forms, then you can make a Google form and the customer responses can be identified. And still, if you want to make it a theoretical form known as accept a yes or no and all these things, you can go like this. See, do you think is there any such locational advantage for establishment of your branch? You are establishing a branch in certain place, at certain place. You are establishing a new branch near the Bullikonda Vagdevi College. But the people who are there, if you are not connected with the Vagdevi College or the students of the Vagdevi College or the employees of the Vagdevi College, then people will not be, there is no such people who will come over there to open the accounts from the distinct places. Only the people who belongs to the Bullikonda village will come forward there, and you are restricting to a, if an international bank comes over there, there is various such restrictions are there regarding the minimum deposit amounts and minimum maintenance accounts. People will not come forward to select that type of bank. For that purpose, you need to analyze. You need to think of which category of bank, which type of bank, at which place is the best suitable. You need to identify a proper location. You need to decide and you need to do. That's why this locational advantage is there or not. Then you'll say yes or no. If it is yes, yes. If it is no, and you can no. And what type of additional provide services been providing with you when you open an account? If you ask a question to the individual customer, even you say that when you're opening account, what type of privileges you're going to get? I'm going to get a ATM card. It's not a sometimes you'll get, some banks will give you debit card and some banks will give you an ATM card. There is such differences are there, and some banks will also offer you, if you have a minimum account, minimum balance also, they'll give you basing on your civil scores, previous scores, loan scores, and also you'll give you credit cards also. Demat accounts been offering, insurance been provided. Andhra Bank, when you go to Andhra Bank account, then you'll get also 1 lakh rupees of insurance when you open a minimum savings account by deducting rupees 12 from your account every year. And the basic essential things, what are the add-on services known as customization of services regarding the customer-centric process, you can identify and you can make the things done. This way, you need to make in-depth analysis. You question yourself first. First, you identify yourself and also you question yourself. What are the variables need to be included in your questionnaire? Then you make a project study. You make an analysis part, you can make it yourself, and when you discuss in your groups, when you can discuss in your group, or you can discuss with your mentor or your committee, your teachers, so that the people can help you in framing the questions and also framing such alternatives. You need to think on various alternatives. I already said you that open-ended questions is very difficult to analyze. Closed-ended questions, whereas you are giving some opportunities, we are giving some options over there, and to choose an option, you are giving among the five, you need to choose an option either A, B, C, D, E. It's better. And even the questions like this, see, all the above is also sometimes a typical people because when you want to compare the with other things with the all the above will be more itself. And at that time also you need to make an analysis correctly whether this is an appropriate value or not. It's an appropriate thing or not. We are going to check. That's what you need to take. A good measures need to be adopted when you construct a questionnaire. If you're not giving the questionnaire correctly, you cannot make the analysis and you cannot go forward to even a single step also. That's a better to construct a questionnaire in a very precise manner and should be very clear, and there should not be any ambiguity and there should not be any confusion to a respondent even to fill the questionnaire also. Okay, madam, is it okay? I'll also share some questionnaires, madam, to you so that the people will, the students can also be get benefit.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Sir, is your presentation completed, sir?
Yes, madam, completed, madam.
Okay, sir. So Bhaskara sir has joined this session. Sir, good evening, sir.
Okay. Where is he?
Hello, sir.
Good evening all.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Funny sir, how are you?
Good evening, sir. Fine, sir. I'm fine, sir. Good, sir. What about you, sir?
Yeah, well, thank you, sir. Fine, time,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
sir.
So just
Start,
now we have finished the last day of the workshop, sir.
sir. Okay,
So 5-day workshop has been finished, sir, now.
it's over.
Ah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Today is the last day, sir.
Today is the last date, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Today is the last day.
Okay,
And
okay.
sir has taught many concepts to all our students, which would definitely help them in doing their project work, sir. And also they can do their research work. Now they got some knowledge regarding how to do their research work and how to do their project works. It will
Yes.
definitely helpful for them to do their project work, sir.
Great, great, great.
So, sir, would you like to address the students, sir?
Sure, sir. Sure, sure.
Okay, sir.
Good evening, Fun Kumar sir,
Good evening, sir.
Bhargav madam, and other faculty members and dear students. Like Bhargavi madam, with her initiation, with her commitment, took this as a challenge and requested Fun Kumar sir, and is an expert in the area of SPSS and Excel and with research methodology. Hope because it's a beginning for you all, and if you know that how SPSS can work, how fast it can work, how it can derive answers very fast, like even Excel also and SPSS also, how we have to enter values, like what are the different steps involved in it, and how to analyze the cases, how to get the required data with all whatever the statistical tools are applied. It takes lot of time to work on paper, but makes this program a grand success because it makes you to easy, like even you take 100 members or 500 members or 1000 members, any test you conduct, F test or Z test or whatever the test you conduct, it is easy for you to like identify the answer very quickly in a short span of time, seconds. In seconds you can get all this. You can also get diagrams, you can get whatever you want, whatever you request, it is going to provide you the answers. So it's a great job, like really, I appreciate the students, like you are in, you are zeal to understand and zeal to learn, like really it's a great job. So Bhargavi madam and the students, because Bhargavi madam is given lot of encouragement to you, and she's given lot of messages in the what you call it, that this workshop, and I have seen like continuously she has been like working for you and giving messages and everything, data, like everything. So great job. And Fanikumar sir, I'm very much thankful to you from on behalf of the
Thank you,
management
sir.
of Bhagdevi colleges and directors of our college, Indra Senadi sir, and all others, and faculty members, and even students. Like really, it's a great job you have done, and it's a great help you did, because the pandemic situation, it's a pandemic situation, and even things are helping online education. This way is helping to students, and their knowledge is enhancing. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Accept.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for the opportunity being provided by you.
Thank you, sir, for being with us and sharing your knowledge too.
Thank you, madam.
Is
And
it?
now I welcome, sir.
Are you concluding now?
Sir.
Is it? Are you concluding now?
Ah,
Conclusion.
yeah. Yes, sir. We
Okay.
are concluding today.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. Now I welcome some of the students to give your valuable feedback. Any of the students?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Rachna.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Rachna, from MBA first year. Good afternoon, sir. And Kumar, sir. And also
Good
Bhargavi,
afternoon,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bhaskar also. In this webinar, we have learned how to use Excel in different management offices, sir. And also how can we use Excel after our post-graduation in our employments. Till now, we're not aware of using Excel for statistical methods. Now we are aware of it. Mainly SPSS methods like mean, median, mode, ANOVA, chi-square, like that, and different formulas of lookup and mathematics bar presentations, and also statistical methods. And thank you for hard work you putting any sessions for us, sir. And Bhagri ma'am and Shanti ma'am, we find out that all of us very encouraged, ma'am. And Panikum Andra sir, you said very well and it very explained it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rachna. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Savanthi madam is also there. Actually, she is also participating.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to Savanthi madam for your support to Bhargavi madam and for students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bhargavi
Thank
madam
You
is always
identified
with.
me.
Yes, yes, yes.
At last, you identified me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Bhargavi madam is always with Shravanti, sir.
And
If there
Shravanti
is
is
no,
always with Bhargavi, sir.
that is why Bhargavi is with Shravanti and Shravanti is with Bhargavi.
Anatma.
And any more
Anat.
students? Pallavi.
Yes, ma'am.
Asma. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. A very good evening, everyone. Myself, Asma, MBA 4th semester, Vagdevi College of Engineering. First foremost, we all well satisfied with this workshop, sir. Thanks for your consideration. Actually, at the beginning, we were like, oh my god, it's 5 days workshop here, how can we? But trust me, sir, we wouldn't even have idea that we will get a lot of stuff from this workshop. Now it will be very easy to work at our workplace and to crack interviews because we don't even know what is SPS and what is ANOVA in Excel sheet. But with this workshop, we got fully practical information. Basically, they make cost high penny for this type of workshop, but luckily our college bought this in free of cost. All thanks to you, Bhargavi ma'am and Shravanti ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. And great thanks to Bhaskar Rao sir for encouraging such workshops and webinars for students to enhance their skills. We're likely to attend one of our events in future, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you, Asma. And without your support, student support, we would have not done anything. And thank you all for your participation. Next.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Pallavi.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. This is Shweta. I'm here for well, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time. This was a wonderful section. This section taught me how to use Excel as a tool for facilitating data analysis and to visually present data, and also SPSS, which literally covers the tests like ANOVA, t-test, correlation, chi-square test, etc., which will help me out to do my project perfectly and effortlessly. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again for delivering such a informative content which is understandable and knowledgeable. And also, we are thankful to Bhargavi ma'am and Shravanti ma'am for conducting such webinars, which will more helpful for our future projects. And also, thank you Bhaskar Rao sir for supporting us all the time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shrilata. Next, Pallavi.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Bhaskar sir, Fanindra sir, and Bhargav madam and Shravanti madam. In
Good
this
evening.
workshop, we came to know the practical information about the Excel. In our regular classes, we only done theoretical part. We got only theoretical. In this, we got a practical knowledge, which will be helpful to our project works and in our future. And this 5 days workshop has went like a 1 day session. We gain more knowledge regarding the data correlation, mean, and ANOVA, and many information like this, which is helpful to do our project in further days. And I thank each and everyone who encouraged us in this part in this workshop, and we'll be interested to be will be interested in joining many workshops like this. Thank you, sir, and thank you, madam. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Pallavi. Any other students wants to speak? Any more students? You can express whatever you felt during this 5 day workshop. Any more students? Okay.
Good
Now, yes, who is this?
good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sirs.
Good evening.
Good
Thank you
evening,
for
ma'am.
giving an opportunity, explaining and getting an awareness on the SPS MS Excel. And due to main standard deviation, getting awareness on this program, who encouraged to us to join this program. Thank you for giving a valuable information to us.
Thank you, Swati.
Thank you, Swati. Any students wants to speak? Okay, sir. Now,
Okay.
I would like to call M. Shravanti madam to address the gathering.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, HOD, sir. And good evening, ma'am. Good evening, all the participants. And my dear participants, whatever you have learned from these sessions, I feel that not only you have learned, we all learned from the Panindra Kumar sir. Actually, we also not aware of all the techniques or the methods that sir has for all of us. And I feel that all the students may do their projects on their own, that is live projects. The main theme of organizing the workshop is to make the students to do or to make them live projects. So here I want to request the students to practice all the methods that we have learned here. As we all know that practice will make the man perfect. So better you practice all the methods you have learned from these sessions so that it will be fruitful to you in the future. And it's my immense pleasure to show my heartfelt gratitude to our resource person that is Sri K. Panindra Kumar sir for sharing your wisdom of knowledge to all the participants. And the overall success of the organization is mainly depends on the resource person. And you made it an excellent one. And it is a resounding success of the overall sessions. And excess is never an accident. It's the result of your hard work. And it shows the learning and wisdom of sharing your knowledge, sir. Thank you, Panindra.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Shravanti madam. Yes, as Shravanti madam has told, the main objective of this workshop is we want our students to do their project work on their own, because we know that our students are capable and they are intelligent and skilled to do their projects on their own. So using this knowledge, after getting into the second year, so there are fourth sem students and second sem students. So fourth sem students, they have already done their project works and
Submitted
now
the
they
end of the
gained
third
knowledge.
semester. Madam,
Sir?
they
Sir?
have to submit at the end of the third semester.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. So the moment you step into your third sem, you start doing your project work, and after completion of your third sem, you try to submit your project and have knowledge on your topic. So we will see many of the students when Viva we are conducting Viva. Even students don't know at least the title of their project. So that should not be the case of the students who joined this workshop. So my earnest request to each and every single participant of this workshop to utilize this knowledge and do your project works on your own, and don't go this workshop meaningless. Okay, this is my humble request, or you may think it is instruction or order, whatever you think, but you do your project on your work, because Fanindra Kumar sir has taken a huge hard work, and he has delivered to what he can do his best. So don't go everything waste. Do practice the things, and each and every concept which sir has taught in the workshop, he has provided the notes and material in the group. So I request you to preserve that work, that concepts, that notes material for your future reference, and utilize that for doing your project works. Okay, students, I think every one of you will do this. And with this positive note, and I would like to launch this certificate of the workshop. And before giving the feedback link, there is a small announcement that only registered participants are going to receive the certificate. Is it right, sir? Bhaskar, sir?
Okay.
Okay, let me share the certificate, sir. Okay, can you see the certificate, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Write in resumes and your certificates will be useful. It will be given weightage.
Yes, sir. I have told all the students that when you are doing your resume, you can enter all the certificates, which will enhance their resume, increase their weightage.
Like
So this is
more
the
than,
certificate they are going to receive when they come to
nice,
college.
nice.
Yes, sir. And I can even show you the real copy, sir.
Oh,
These are
nice.
the
Hard
certificates.
copy.
Yes, sir. Hard copies. They are
Right,
going to
great.
receive the hard copy of the certificates.
Right, great, great.
Yes,
Great.
sir. Once they come to college, they
Nice.
can receive the. So all the participants, whatever the material sir has sent through the WhatsApp group, please preserve that material. Okay, and don't leave the WhatsApp group till you receive your certificate. Once you receive your certificate, you can leave the group. Okay, and now I request all the participants to turn on your video for a photograph. Before formal vote of thanks, turn on your videos for a photograph. I want each one of you to turn on your videos. Shanti madam, are you taking a screenshot?
Madam. Only 4 participants have on their video.
I request all the participants to turn on their videos. So, okay, madam?
Okay.
Okay. Now I request for a formal vote of thanks by Niharika of second semester, Vagdevi Institute of Management Sciences. Niharika, over to you.
Respected and Honorable Principal of Vagdevi College of Engineering, Dr. K. Prakash sir. Head of the MBA Department, Dr. Y. Bhaskar Rao sir. Convener of 5-day workshop on data analysis using Excel and SPSS. Coordinator, Shravanti ma'am. Coordinator, Srimati C.H. Bhargavi ma'am, and co-coordinator of the workshop, Srimati M. Shravanti ma'am. And the resource person, Sri K. Panindra Kumar sir. And my dear friends, myself D. Niharika, MBA second semester, Vagdevi Institute of Management Sciences. Wishing you a very happy evening. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks in this workshop. Always we should pay attention to the service we receive and see the person who is doing it and take the time to say them thank you. Then our entire day will change. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to all this virtual workshop. First, I would like to show my heartfelt thanks to our beloved HOD sir, Dr. Y. Bhaskar Rao sir, convener of the workshop, for his support and organizing this workshop. A very big thank you, sir. It's time to convey my gratefulness to our coordinator of the workshop, Srimati C.H. Bhargavi ma'am, for designing and structuring and for making it happen. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our co-coordinator of the workshop, Srimati M. Shravanti ma'am, for your assistance and guidance in organizing the workshop. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I would like to show my sincere gratitude to our resource person, Katakam Farindra Kumar sir, for spending his valuable time on sharing his knowledge and experience in data analysis using Excel and SPSS. All the sessions were very good. The knowledge that we have gained from the workshop may enhance our skills in analyzing the data and making the right decision. And it would be helpful to do our MBA project by our own. Sir, please accept our thanks. Now, I take this opportunity to thank all my dear friends who joined with me in this workshop for their active participation and attending and gaining knowledge. It shows the learning spirit. Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for the excitement and attended with diligence. So we all should show the same spirit in upcoming program and strengthen our brains. Thank you all. Last but not the least, I thank all the technicians for successful organization of this 5-day workshop. Thank you everyone. Ma'am, with your permission, shall we wind up this session?
Sir, shall we wind up this session, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again for your active participation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again for
Thank you.
sharing your knowledge and readily accepting our invitation, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for
Thank you.
giving this opportunity,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you all the participants for your active participation. Fill the feedback form and make sure you fill the correct details in your feedback form.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good, Asma.